Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Austrian Adventure. And up in today's episode, we have the Europa League second knockout round, second leg, away to West Ham, where we lead 3-0 from the first leg. What a result it was. We beat a Premier League team 3-0, very comfortably as well. But it's not over yet, of course. We have to go away to West Ham, and, as long as we don't lose by 3 goals, we are guaranteed to go through to the Europa League quarterfinal, which we are furthest we've ever gone. So far in the series. The first we've got is the quarterfinal of the Europa Conference League. Of course, we get through to the quarterfinal of the Europa League. That tops that, of course. So, in terms of other games in the episode, well, there will be other games in the episode, but what games will be, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Have you look here? Our only next confirmed fixture is Salzburg at home, the Austrian FA Cup semi-final, which we should have played before then, but because of West Ham in the Europa League second knock round, it's been rearranged for the 1st of May. So as you see there, no other games are rearranged yet. That is because the league is not officially finished yet, because Salzburg have got to play Altac, which takes place on Sunday, so in 3 days' time, to finish the league effectively, and then we'll get our Championship group games come up there. And obviously we get through the Europa League second knock round as well. The Europa League quarter-final will be released after this game as well, the next day, if we get through, of course. So we will see after this game what other fixtures will take place in this episode, but at the moment, the priority is West Ham away from home, of course. But anyway, since the last episode, of course, we had the winter break, which took, a couple of months, but it was very quick in terms of space clicking. And when we come back, we played Hartberg away in the Austrian FA Cup quarter-final. We beat them 4-1 very comfortably. Satriano, Grill, and a Barry brace in this game. That set up Salzburg in the Austrian FA Cup semi-final. Again, last season we beat Salzburg in the Austrian FA Cup semi-final. We went on to win the actual competition, of course. But anyway, we've actually broken an Austrian FA Cup record for total wins in a row, I believe. Where is the records here? Here it is. Most wins in a row, I believe it is. Here you go. Most matches won in a row. We won 16 games in a row in the Austrian FA Cup. Of course, we won the last 2 trophies, and we're into the semi-final again. And also, most matches without losing, of course, which is 16 as well. So that is absolutely great. Hopefully, we can extend that and beat Salzburg and go on to win the competition again. But as I said in the previous episode, the 4 teams that got through to the semi-final are the 4 biggest teams as well. Probably the 4 biggest teams in Austria, to be honest. Rapid Vienna versus Lask, and us versus Salzburg. So yet to be seen who will win the competition, but I do fancy our chances. If we beat Salzburg at home, with home advantage there, and we get either Rapid Vienna or Lask in the final, then I do fancy our chances to make it 3 in a row in the FA Cup. So fingers crossed, hopefully that can happen. Anyway, after that Hartberg win, we played Lask away from home. Won the game only 1-0, a goal from Satriano, but we absolutely dominated the game. Deserved to be more than 1-0, has to be said. We then faced Slavia Prague at home in the Europa League, first knock-around, first leg. Only won the game 2-0, so I was a little bit nervous about the second leg. Risinic and Shurinov with the goals there. We were the better team in the game. I wouldn't say it was a pure domination. After that, we played Wolfsburg at home, beat them 2-0. Gutierrez and Satriano on the score sheet there. We then played Slavia Prague away from home. Won the game 4-1, but it's a little bit flattering towards us, has to be said. Djukic with 2 goals in the first 11 minutes. They got back into it through Kraus to make it 2-1, but then Letner and Hammond with 2 late goals to win the game 4-1. So we won 6-1 on aggregate against Slavia Prague, but wasn't a full domination. I was expecting a little bit better from us, but we did deserve to go through in the end, let's be honest. After that, we played Salzburg away from home, and we dominated this game. By far the better team in the game, and we drew it 0-0, which is a very unfortunate, has to be said. If you actually look at the match stats here, 17 shots, 5 on target for us, 5 shots and 1 on target for them. So by far the better team. The back 5 were sensational in this game. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a goal. There wasn't too many highlights in the game, but we definitely deserved the win. So that was disappointing there. After that, though, we played West Ham at home, won that game 3-0 very comfortably. I'm very surprised about this. Chukwemeka with a goal in the 9th minute. Louis Barry with a goal in the 18th minute. Both assists came from Risinic as well. We got 8.9 in this game. Brilliant from him. And Satriano at 3-0 in the 56th minute. West Ham, well, didn't see anything from them in the game at all. We absolutely dominated the game. It went a little bit quiet after we got the 3rd goal, but 3-0 lead to take into London here to face West Ham. Very, very happy with that. And as I said, as long as we avoid a 3-goal loss here, we're guaranteed to go through to the quarter-final. And obviously, even if we lose by 3 goals, we're guaranteed extra time penalties. So as long as we don't lose by 4 goals, then we've still got a chance of going through. But of course, we would like to go through in 90 minutes. After that game, though, just before the episode, a shock defeat, only our 2nd loss of the league season, and rather disappointing in the final game before the Championship group as well. At home to Hartberg, we lost the game 1-0. So we've lost 2 home games this season in the league. At home to WSG Tirol, of course, 3-2, and now at home to Hartberg 1-0. So really, really disappointing, but I don't know. I wouldn't say, well, definitely undeserved. We weren't great in the game. I wouldn't go as far as even say we deserved to win the game, but they didn't deserve anything out of the game either. It was a very, very poor game. Shuranov, well, we got a penalty in the 30th minute, but unfortunately for us, Shuranov missed the penalty. And then it was just 0-0. Looked like it was going to finish a 0-0. But Jukic, he decided to go two-footed in behind on a player. Got himself sent off in the 78th minute. Still, there wasn't too much danger, but then they popped up in the 94th minute out of nowhere and scored what was the winning goal in the end. So it was a really, really disappointing defeat, it has to be said. Just one of those games. I rested all the players basically for the West Ham game, of course. I thought we'd do all right and win the game. But the forward players and the midfield especially were absolutely shocking in this game. You look at the ratings here, absolutely abysmal. So it's certainly a game to forget. But still, we are favourites for the title. But now we're giving Salzburg a chance. You know, we should have beat them. We would have beat Salzburg. We'd be on 56 right now. They'd be on 48. So it'd be 8 points clear of them. And also, we would have beat Hartberg. We'd be 11 points clear right now. They have a game in hand. So we could go into the Championship group 8 points clear, half that, 4 points clear at the top. But instead, if Salzburg win their game against Altac, which they should do, let's be honest, we'll only go into the Championship group 1 point clear of them. Because obviously they'll be 2 points behind us, and the points are halved. So that's really disappointing, but still, I really do fancy our chances of defending our title. We look like now the best team in Austria, in my opinion. So I really do fancy our chances. But Rapid Vienna are going strong as well. They'll only be 4 points behind us. Lask probably too far behind, 7 points behind us. But last season, of course, Salzburg and Rapid Vienna absolutely capitulated in the Championship group, especially Salzburg there. So I really do fancy our chances, but the title race is certainly not over yet. Anyway, in terms of the new transfers I signed, Babich and Alexander. Babich has been sensational so far. I've been playing him as a right back. Obviously, Tegel is our right back, but Tegel is now 34. And it was a hard decision for me to make because I do genuinely love Tegel. But if you compare him with some of the other players we've got here, Babich, Oliveira, Brinkmann, he does come out a lot worse. Despite his ridiculous match ratings pretty much every single game. I need to give these youngsters a chance and start developing even more because they deserve it. And Babich has been sensational so far. He's only played in the Premier Division because I made a massive error and failed to register him for the Europa League. I don't know how I did it because I checked and I double checked, but somehow I didn't register him for the Europa League, which was really annoying. He wasn't very happy about it, but I made it up to him. But in the league, he's been sensational so far. 4 matches played at a 7.57 at right back, so really, really great from him. Of course, he can play DM centre midfield as well. But at the moment at right back, he's doing sensationally well. And he looks like an unbelievable signing currently. Florian Alexander, he hasn't been as good, as impressive. But he's been impressive to tell you the truth. 4 games played, 7.07 in the league. He's also played 3 games in the European football as well. Got 7.17. So he's been very, very consistent for us as well. 7.1 overall competitions. Not as convincing as Babich, but playing Alexander as a box-to-box midfielder currently, and he's doing quite well there, and he looks very impressive as well. But Babich so far has been sensational. In terms of players leaving us, we've got 3 players leaving us end of the season. Fischer, well, with Babich and Alexander coming in, other centre midfielders we've got as well. We don't really need Fischer these days. On 4K a week, he is joining SK and St. Polten in the first division on a free transfer end of the season. So that shows you what level he's at, to be honest. So I'm glad to get rid of him. He's not great. Also, El Amadi is joining SV Lafnitz. He's a player in our B team, not very good. And Mamutovic is joining Kapvang on a free transfer as well. Those 3. And also one piece of transfer news as well. It came out of the Young Violets Austria. He was a player who actually had quite a bit of promise at the start of the series, potentially 5 stars, but didn't reach his potential, not even close. Sartaluti has gone to Sturm Graz for 100k. Very happy with 100k for him because look at him, he's not great at all, is he? He's not great. 20 years of age, about to turn 21. He's hardly developed at all, to be honest. Pretty useless, so happy to see the back of him. Anyway, let's get to the first game then. First of, hopefully 3. Hopefully a triple header. We shall see what games we've got coming up. I have no idea. We'll see very soon, shortly anyway. But anyway, this is the team for today's game. Away to West Ham. We've got Fructal in goal, Tegel right back, Duras left back, Mayan Gutierrez centre backs. We've got Chukwemeka, Oliveira and Alexander midfield, Barry on the right, Ristinic on the left and Satriano up front. So a bit of a right back crisis for this game, unfortunately. That is because, of course, Babich is unregistered, which is a big loss, it has to be said. Brinkmann is suspended as well, picked up so many yellow cards, so he's out for today's game. Also, he's got a slight injury, so I wouldn't start him anyway. Tegel, obviously, Tegel is a great player for us. He's done amazing over the years, but he's just back from injury literally yesterday. He was out for about 3 to 4 weeks. We've got no other options at right back. Could play Alexander right back, I guess, but that is an option, actually. But he's left-footed. You know what? Yes, all right. Alexander is playing a right back because Teagle is back from injury just yesterday, so can't risk him for this game. We're going to play Alexander in inverted wing back for support. Yes, we don't play with inverted wing backs, but we're 3-0 up from the first leg. Teagle's on the bench still. Grill can go in there as box-to-box midfielder. So, new team, Fruchtel in goal, Alexander right back, Mai, Gutierrez, Duras, Chilhemika, Oliveira and Grill in midfield. So, slight change there. Also, left back, El Shiwi is just back from injury. Only a couple of days, but he's on the bench, not quite fully fit. And obviously, the only players are missing are Babich and Brinkmann. So, West Ham away from home. We lead the tie 3-0. Can we avoid a 3-goal defeat here and go through to the Europa League quarterfinal? Well, let's find out. Okay, here we go. A trip to the London Stadium. Well, the manager of West Ham is still David Moyes. Still got some familiar players in there, I believe. You've got Souček there, Vlasic, Bowen, Fornals as well, Zuma. So still got a... well, half of the team is pretty much the same as what it is in real life. But anyway, 13 minutes in, we got our first highlight of the game. Here's Fornals. Dominated the first leg. 3-0 win. At this point, it was already 2-0 up in the game. Ristinic was just dominating proceedings down that left-hand side. Here's Bowen. What... No, yeah. Okay. Gutierrez supposed to be one of the best centre-back wonder kids in the game. I have no idea. I have no words. What just happened there? What just happened there? Gutierrez is just ignoring the ball. Fruchtel, what is happening? We just gifted him a goal. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. Straight after that goal, we're back on the highlight as well. So, could go from bad to worse here, to be honest. What a shocking start that is. What on earth is going on there? Oh dear. Here's Bowen. Grill's trying to get the ball back and he eventually does get the ball back. Here's Duras. Back to Gutierrez. No more mistakes from you please, pal. Here's Duras. Who's not fully convincing, it has to be said. Duras, he's still learning his trade a little bit. El Shiwi is definitely more consistent than Duras, but neither of them are that convincing, really. El Shiwi's not really developed that much in the last 2 years, as much as I wanted him to be honest. Anyway, here's Duras. This highlight is not leading to anything at the minute. I'm a bit worried. Here's Duras. Just casually passes it to Jared Bowen. It could be 2-0 after 15 minutes. It is 2-0 after 15 minutes. We've gifted them 2 goals. What on earth is going on? Wow, and this is why I say that this tie is not over yet. We have gifted them 2 goals, literally. They haven't got 2 goals in their great play. We have gifted them to them. What an absolute horrendous start to the match. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes for Joao Pedro. 1 mistake from Gutierrez and a mistake from Duras. And this game is certainly in the balance now. And now I certainly fear for us being knocked out. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Cannot believe what's happened here. I really cannot believe what's happened here. Absolutely horrendous. We'll be knocked out of the Europa League now, in all honesty, in my opinion, after this pathetic couple of errors from the players there. Absolutely atrocious. Is it 3-0 now? No. Poor finish from Bowen there, but we have... joke. Absolute joke. Anyway, please remember, guys, to hit that like button if you like this video, and also hit that subscribe button as well. Finally reached 500 subscribers, which is great, but obviously not done there. Please hit that subscribe button for me. It'll be much appreciated. Anyway, back on the highlight here. Satriano's getting the ball away now. It seems like they've forgotten how to play football here. Joao Pedro for his hat-trick. Yeah. This is lovely, isn't it? This is absolutely lovely, this. I'm loving life. I'm absolutely loving life. What on earth has happened in this game? What on earth has happened in this game? I can't believe this. I genuinely cannot believe this. Wow. This is... oh my word. It's never ending. This is chalk and cheese to the first leg. Literally. There is such a difference in this first leg between the 2 teams here. Here's Barry. Love that, Barry. Everyone give Barry a round of applause there. What a lovely effort, Barry. Wow. Well, worst possible first half for us, that. And to be honest, in my opinion, I'd make West Ham strong favourites to go through now. Strong favourites. You know what? Some of the midfielders have been terrible here. Let's get Chukwuemeka off the pitch. We'll put Teagle on right back because Alexander's not doing well there. Also, Duras has been an absolute joke today, so we'll get him off as well. 2 substitutions at half-time. Both wing-backs off because they've been an absolute joke. Well, Alexander remains on the pitch, box to box. My word, they haven't dominated the game. Literally, we gifted them the first 2 goals. Gifted them the first 2 goals. They did not deserve the 2 goals at all. Unbelievable. Second half, we get to see a highlight in the game. Believe it or not, we've actually had more shots than West Ham in the game. We are the better team in the game, according to the shots there. Final change of the game. The front three have been pathetic today. Ristinic was unbelievable in the first leg. Terrible in the second leg. You know what? Bring Shurinov on. Bring him on for Ristinic. He's been poor today. Very poor. Shurinov on the right. Well, 15 minutes to go. We still yet to see a highlight in the second half. 1 goal for them, we're out. 1 goal for us, we're through. If it stays the same, we're going to extra time. Can't believe this has happened though, to be honest. A couple minutes to go, we're still yet to see a highlight in the second half. Second half has been abysmal. Well, second half was completely dead. Completely dead. Goodness sake, you know, thrashing the arms about. Alright, final change of the game here. We can make 1 more change. Lettner's got good penalties, hasn't he? 10 penalty taken. Damaku. 8 penalty taken. Beck 6 penalty taken. That's poor, isn't it? Alexander had a poor game today, to be fair. Penalty taken ain't great. You know what? Let's bring on Damaku for Alexander. Alexander has not been good today, so we'll take him off, bring Damaku on. Alright, the second half, we didn't see a single highlight. Will we see a highlight in the extra time, though? It looks like we're going through the penalties. Unless something happens. They don't deserve to win this game 3-0, which is... Oh, we've been so unlucky in Europe. So many times. They don't just 2 mistakes in the space of a minute. From Duras and Gutierrez. Gutierrez got 7.2. I don't know how he got 7.2 in this game. It's been almost 60 minutes without a highlight now, which is very bizarre. Of course we get one in the last 15 seconds here. Of course we get one in the last 15 seconds. They score now, then I don't know what I'll do. Teagle being sent off. Well done, Teagle. Good job, pal. Good job, pal. Well done. Should make too much of an outcome to the match unless they score from the free kick, but we're missing the penalty taken now. In Teagle. Well done, mate. Don't think his penalty taken is great, but what a donut anyway. What's he doing? Well, you can go right back for now. Okay, we're 9 seconds over the allotted time here. They score here. Yeah, they've scored here. Wow. Oh my word. It's better be offside, I'm telling you. I can't cope with this. We beat West Ham 3-0 at home. George Teagle's just been sent off in the last minute here and given away a free kick. This is a goal. I don't know what to do anymore. It's offside. Thank goodness for that. But this has been ridiculous. We should have got through this tie with ease. With ease. Not on the face of it because it's us against West Ham, but how has this happened? Anyway, we've got a penalty shootout here, but I have no confidence whatsoever. None whatsoever. Lucas Mai can be the 5th penalty taker. Lucas Mai, I tried to sign him on a free transfer, by the way, but he chose Hoffenheim in the end, I think. So, centre-backs is a real problem for next season because Lucas Mai's not going to be here. We're going to have Gutierrez, who probably will leave because of his minimum fee release clause. We left with just Han Lettner, and that's it. So how was a centre-back just diminished at the club? I don't know. It's a bit of a disaster. Anyway, look at El Shiri's penalty taken. 2 penalty taken. What's even the point of being an option? 2 penalty taken. Come on. I reckon I can take penalties better than that. 2 penalty taken. Ridiculous, isn't it? We practice penalties. Come on, boys. Satriano to step up first for us. Will he score the first penalty? Let's hope so. No. Great start to penalty shootout, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Love that. Why on earth are we so unlucky in Europe? I have no idea. I have no idea. Here's Belotti for West Ham. They're probably going to score every one of their penalties now, aren't they? Here's Belotti. Yeah, he scores. Of course he does. Just, it's sick and tired of this now. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 2 mistakes in the space of 1 minute. That cost us the game. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Sure enough scores, but it doesn't matter now. They're going to score it. I'm telling you, they're going to score all their penalties. All of the penalties. FM just hates me. Just mug me off. Fruchtel can dive the right way, but he seems like he's going to dive about a centimetre, to be honest. He's maybe 6'4", but he looks about 5'4". No idea what he's doing. Here, Barry. We missed another one. It's certainly toast for us. Barry sends them the wrong way, but we're still just counting on them missing one. They just need to miss one. Here comes Bowen. There's a sign, him taking the long run up like this. I hope so. We'll see. Bowen steps up and sends Fruchtel the wrong way. Oh my word, how... We should be in the Europa League quarterfinal. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Pathetic penalty from Grill there. It's toast now. You get to miss their final 2 penalties and us to score 1. Not going to happen. Well done, Patrick Grill. You're a useless footballer as well. Clear off, mate. Come on, hurry up. Well done. You missed the penalty. Don't stand there and stare at the West Ham fans for half an hour, mate. Go back. No one's interested in you anymore. Go away. Useless. Can't believe this has happened to us in this game. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 2 mistakes. Well, not even a minute. 30 seconds. Less than that. Vlasic scores. And it's over for us. How predictable. Well done. Brilliant. Alright, that war ball's getting thrown again. If it can be thrown again. Yeah. Absolutely shocking. State of all of you. Absolute state of you. What an absolute joke that is. 3-0 win from the first leg. And we can see 2 goals in the space of a minute. Literally in the space of a minute. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What an absolute joke. Well, no more Europa League football. That is for sure. Why? I don't quite know, to be honest. I don't quite know. But anyway, guys. 16th of March, Salzburg will play Autak. And after that, we'll see what fixtures we have coming up in the Championship round. So make sure you stick around. Well, surprise, surprise, Salzburg beat Autak very comfortably. Beat them 5-0 at home, which is not a surprise. So they're 2 points behind us. Of course, the points are going to get halved now. And we're going to go into the Championship group. So let's see what fixtures we'll get after this. So the Championship group has been drawn. It's us, Salzburg, Lask, Rapid Vienna, Sturm Graz for the first ever time in the series. And Hartberg as well for the first ever time in the series as well, I believe. So... yeah, interesting one this time round. No Wolfsberger to be seen. I think they finished 7th or 8th. Very poor season for them. We've got Sturm Graz this time round, though, but we have a great record against Sturm Graz. You know what? We have a great record against all these teams, to be honest, apart from Salzburg. So, yeah. Anyway, who we got to face? Well, next game is Sturm Graz at home. And we've got Rapid Vienna away. You know what? I was thinking about skipping the Sturm Graz game here in this episode and featuring the Rapid Vienna game. But we never played Sturm Graz in the Championship group. This will be the first time we're playing them, so... I'm going to feature the Sturm Graz at home game in this episode today. That'll be it as well for the episode here today. Of course, that West Ham game was quite long there with extra time and penalty. So, yeah, make sure you stick around. Sturm Graz at home coming up next. Hopefully we can start off the Championship group with a win. Okay, here we are. It's time for the start of the Championship group. And we are at home to Sturm Graz, a game which I fully expect us to win comfortably, to be honest. I know Sturm Graz are quite a big Austrian team, but we are far better in this series. So I'm expecting a win here today. And really, we need to win because now we go into the Championship group only a point clear of Salzburg, of course, and 4 points clear of Rapid Vienna as well. So we need to start winning. We need to start winning soon as well, of course. We need to put that disappointing performance there at West Ham behind us. And the last 4 games haven't really gone to plan, have they? We haven't scored in 3 of the last 4. Drew away the Salzburg game, we should have won comfortably the way we played in that game. Obviously beat West Ham 3-0 at home, which was great. Yes, we rested a lot of players at home at Hartberg, but still a rested team with a team we put out there should still be beating Hartberg at home. And then obviously that performance there at West Ham. Let's just not talk about it ever again because that was just absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it? So let's try not to mention that again. But yeah, we need to put that behind us and we need to start with the Championship group with a win here in Sturm Graz, especially considering our next 2 games are against Rapid Vienna and Salzburg. So we need to win this game, absolute must. Also, a thing I forgot to mention before there is we've had our youth intake and it's been rather disappointing, it has to be said. Not much to talk about at all, to be honest with you. How do I show you the new players? Well, the best one out of the lot is Paul Katrina. He's 1.5 star, basically 4.5 stars. He's a goalkeeper. Not that we really need another goalkeeper. We've got George Hesse going through. So, although saying this, probably none of these new youth players we get in from this point onwards are ever going to feature for us, because obviously FN23 is on the horizon, a couple of weeks away. So not too many more seasons after this, I reckon. I reckon 2 more seasons probably I'll be able to play after this one. Maybe 3. I reckon 3 absolutely maximum. So obviously I'm going to have a couple of days, 2 or 3 days break before FN23 comes out, of course. So yeah, I reckon 3 more seasons after this one maximum, probably 2. So yeah, none of these youth players probably be used unless we get some great ones come through like Dietel did before, of course. But yeah, in terms of this youth intake, not great at all. Ball Katrina, best one, potentially 4.5 stars. Other than that, there's not too much to talk of. We've got a Welshman in the youth intake. I guess we can talk about that. Gary Williams came through, but not that he's got great potential about him. Potentially 3 stars. So is he other nationalities? His other nationalities is Austrian, so that's interesting. He was born in Lando, something like that, in Wales. Probably Landock, probably something like that, although that sounds more Scottish. Anyway, I don't know. I have no idea. But the youth intake was not great, not by any means. Talk on the youth team, though. They have absolutely destroyed the Academy League this season. Look at that, plus 68 goal difference. Have you in 14 games? Madness, absolutely mad. I have no idea what's happened this season. Hellman has been like a man possessed. Same with Wandel. Look at Hellman, Wandel, and Zenkel are all top 3 in all the charts here, which is quite crazy. Hellman, he's a player who might be in the first team next season. We shall see. He's going along quite strongly. He'll be 18 at the start next season, so he'll be in Young Violets Austria, loaned out, or in the first team. That is for sure. He's also 6'5" as well, which is very nice. Physically looks rather good, doesn't he, for a 17-year-old? So, yeah, high hopes for him. He might feature in the series. Also, Wandel's got a bit of potential about him as well. He's not as good as Hellman right now, but he's still improving. He'll probably be in Young Violets Austria next season, to be honest with you. And also, Zenkel as well. He's only 16, so yeah, he needs another season in the under-18s, but going really well, of course, which is great. But of the 3 there, the only one who might be in the first team next season will be Hellman, so keep an eye out for him. But yeah, the Youth Academy League, absolutely just only 5 points go to Salzburg, to be fair, but plus 68 goal difference is just madness. And this will be the 4th season in a row they've won it as well since I've been here, which is rather nice. In terms of Young Violets Austria, they're sitting 3rd in the Austrian First Division. They're going quite well as well. Heinrich doing the business there, which I love to see. Should be in the first team next season. We shall see about that. Anyway, let's get to this game then. Hone Sturm Graz. Hopefully we can start off the championship group with a win. And in terms of the team sheet, well, Brinkmann comes in at right back for today's game. He's back from suspension, which is great. Playing with a natural right back today, or natural wing back type. El Shiri comes in for Durast as well. Durast was pathetic in that last game there. Very, very inconsistent. Midfield, Alexander comes back into midfield in place of Goril. And also the front 3 is unchanged. Also a bit of bad news. Babich, unfortunately, has picked up an injury and he's probably out for the season. Out for the team 4 weeks of a sports hernia. As I say, he's been brilliant so far, so that's a big loss to take. And also, Djukic and Damaku are both suspended for today's game. But Sturm Graz at home. We need to bounce back from their West Ham defeat. We need to win this game. Will we do it? Let's find out. Okay, here we go. As I said, we've got to win this game. Let's put a European disappointment behind us. Still looking good in European football, though. We should have gone to the quarterfinal, let's be honest. So, hopefully we can do something of note in European football before the series ends. We get to a quarterfinal or a semi-final at least. That'd be very nice. But anyway, Gutierrez, 15 minutes in the first highlight of the game, and Gutierrez puts us 1-0 up. The 6'7" giant has put us 1-0 up. He's got many teams after him now, by the way, guys. Chelsea are one of them in the list there. A lot of Premier League teams, and yeah, I'm definitely fearing the worst for losing Gutierrez at the end of the season. Put it that way. As I said, if we offer him a new contract, he demands a £13.5 million minimum fee release clause. So even if we get a new contract for him, I think we're doomed to lose him end of the season, to be honest. So that is really disappointing. Really disappointing. Dietel and Gutierrez, our 2 gems, our 2 centre-back gems to leave, is very disappointing. I just made an offer for a new centre-back. His name's Leonardo. He's 17. He plays for Sao Paulo in Brazil. And I made an offer of $2.8 million for him. It's been accepted, but literally I just did it just before the game started, so haven't even gone to the contract details yet. He's probably not ready for first team football, but he has got a bit of promise about him, so I'm looking towards the future for a new centre-back, but I need to go out and, well, if we lose Gutierrez, I need to buy 2 new centre-backs next season, because Maya's leaving us, of course, and we'll be left with just Letner, so that'll be a disaster, of course. So we need 1 new centre-back guaranteed. If we keep Gutierrez somehow, which I can't see happening, if he does leave, which he probably will do, we need 2 new centre-backs, which is so bizarre to say, since at the start of the season we were so blessed with centre-backs, with Dietel, Mai, Gutierrez and Letner. And now at the end of the season we might be left with just Letner, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, let's not think about that. Satriano's free to make it 2-0. Ooh. A nice first-time effort there, but straight at the keeper and he saves it. But we're dominating the stages here, early stages, and really we should be. As I said, we're a much better team than Sturm Graz these days, and we should be winning this game very comfortably. Ready to score from the corner. Mai with a chance there. Here's Ristinic. Very, very good first season for Ristinic. Very top player. As I said, the only player who's featured in the Austrian national team for us so far with 5 caps. El Shiwi's got a cap as well, of course, but he's not being called up. Rightly so, to be honest. El Shiwi's not really done anything of note in the past 2 seasons. Not really developed amazingly well. And doesn't look like an amazing left-back, in honesty. If we do lose him for a minimum fee release clause, I wouldn't be devastated about that at all, to be honest. If we lose Gutierrez, though, I will be devastated. Definitely. Anyway, start of the second half. It's been rather one-sided so far. Sturm Graz yet to have a shot in the game. As I said, there's a massive bulk between the two clubs these days. But it's only 1-0. We need a second goal. Here's Chukwemeka. Back to Mai. Wanted to sign him badly as well. That'd been nice, but unfortunately he's leaving us. Here's Alexander. To Ristinic. There's Satriano. Chukwemeka's make it 2-0. Got to make it 2-0. He misses. I say we need to buy 2 centre-backs if Gutierrez leaves. Probably need 3 centre-backs. Because Michael Hack will be turned 18 at the end of the season, so we need to loan him out or put him in the Young Pilots Austria, get him some development. So we need a 4th choice centre-back as well. So, wow, what is happening with centre-backs? I have no idea. Well, 53 minutes in here, we are absolutely destroyed Sturm Graz, but it's only 1-0. That is making me very, very, very nervous indeed. Oliveira on a yellow card. Let's take him off. Let's bring on Grill for him. We put Alexander as the ball midfielder. Brinkmann's having a pathetic game today, so I think we'll bring Teagle on for him as well. I'm nervous here. I'm nervous. 30 minutes to go, and it's only 1-0. How Salzburg, Rapid Vienna? Salzburg are losing the Hartberg. That is great for us. Rapid Vienna are winning against Lask, though. But as it stands, with 4 points clear at the top, if everything stays the way it is, but it probably won't. Final change of the game here. Let's bring on Shurinov for Satriano for the last 20 minutes. Well, Sturm Graz are a throw in here. Here's Turgay Gemikibasi. That's a mouthful. To Nussbaumer. Right, Gutierrez wins the ball back very easily there. Here's Grill into Satriano. Here's Ristinic. Is this the time to get the second goal? No, Ristinic gives the ball away. Then he lunges in, but we're still at the ball. Here's El Shiwi. Come on, El Shiwi. Create something here, mate. He went to corner. Sturm Graz to finally had a shot in the game, and don't you... Oh, my word. No way. No way. No way. Well done, Fructal. Well done. Good save, mate. Good save. My word. How close is that to 1-1? They can still score from this corner here. Can't believe we're saying this. I said we need a second goal. We need to kill him off. It's 1-0 nonsense. Ball's cleared on, not Dominic Fitz. He scored 2 goals against us last time he played Sturm Graz. Let's demand some more here from the player. You know what? Actually, no, let's encourage the players. Encourage them. Come on. I'll show you some encouragement. Get a second goal, boys. Shurinov. To Barry. Go look at Shurinov's right. Shurinov, come on. Kill him off now. Yes. Well done, Shurinov. Get in. That's what we like to see. Shurinov back on the score sheet. Lovely. Been a bit quiet recently. That's what we like to see. That's more of the same from Shurinov there. They almost made it 1-1, but we bounced back straight, well, pretty much immediately, and we get a second goal. Shurinov with the goal. Barry, he spotted the run. Not that it was too hard to spot the run, to be honest, but well-worked goal, that. Well-worked goal. Shurinov blasting the back of the net. That should be the game now. A couple minutes later, we've got a corner here. Teagle to take it. Can we make it 3-0? No, it's cleared. Chukwemeka should get there, though. He does. Pass it back to Teagle. Or not. Okay. Here's Gutierrez, though. Into Teagle. Sure enough, for a second goal, got to score. He does score. Get in. Get in there. 3-0. Well, 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes for Shurinov there. That's definitely the game now. Shurinov off the bench with a brace. Could have earned him a start in the next game. We shall see. It's very hard to pick between him and Satriano. They're both so good. It's very hard to pick between the two. Teagle with the assist there. Salzburg is still losing 1-0, which is great for us. Interesting enough, the guy who scored there it's called Sturm. Like Sturm Graz. Very interesting. Anyway, can we get a 4th goal here? Here's Grill. Chukwemeka. It is a 4th goal. It was very nerve-wracking. It was 1-0 for a long time, but the 2nd, 3rd and 4th have come around very quickly here, and it's turned into a rout. As I said, we should be winning this game comfortably, and we are. And it's a good bounce back from the disappointing European defeat to West Ham there. and also the loss to Hona Hartberg. So looks like we're back to our best here in this game, which is great. Of course, we want to end the season as champions again, and also we want to end it with a domestic double again, and that would be very, very nice. Very comfortable win in the end. Salzburg have got an equaliser late on, unfortunately. We'll see if they've scored a goal as well to make it 2-1. But yeah, what a great performance that was in the end. Brilliant team performance there. A lot of players in the green. Brinkmann had a poor game with 6.3. Ristic had a poor game as well, but we'll move on for that. Great win in the end for us there. 4-0. Very, very happy with that. Salzburg did equalise in the last minute there through Darun, but they dropped points away to Hartberg, so that is great news for us. We're 3 points clear at the top now already after one game. Rapid Vienna did win, 1-0 away to Lask, so we're 4 points clear of them still. So obviously it's not a great lead at the top to have, but you know what, how good we have been this season. Of course we've lost 2 games at home to Tyrol and Hartberg, but other than that we've been sensational this season in the league. So I do fancy our chances to beat both Salzburg and Rapid Vienna, to be honest. If we get 4 points out of them, that'd be great. Even if we get 3 points out of them, we'd still be in the ascendancy because of our goal difference. So you know, we're still guaranteed to be top if we get 3 points out of those 2 games because of our goal difference. So 3 or 4 points I'll certainly take, but you know what, I'd back us to win both those games, to be honest. So at the moment we're strong favourites for the title still, but I think we'll see more after those 2 games we've got to play against Rapid Vienna and Salzburg. If we lose both of them, then things can change very, very quickly. So this is Leonardo, the guy I told you about. I mean, offer for him. He wants to be a fringe player though, so that's a bit concerning. 3rd of May he turns 18. I said he's not amazing, but if you look at his graph here, he looks decent. Mentally he's quite decent. 19 bravery, 16 aggression as well, 16 jump reach. He's 6'3" as well. Heading's a bit poor, but you know, his defending is a little bit poor. But if you just put our defending up there, he looks like a really good centre back in the future. So yeah, we'll see about him. Only 2.8 million, wants to be a fringe player, so yeah, probably going to finalise that now, to be honest. But obviously he's not great to start for us, but 4th choice centre back. You know, he wants to be a fringe player. You know, that's up to him. It's up to him. I'll put him down as a breakthrough prospect, loan him out, or give him the Young Guys Austria. But if he wants to not develop as much as quickly, then okay, he'll be a fringe player. But anyway, in terms of the next game, guys, I'm not entirely sure when I bring you back, to be honest, because I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. I'm looking at these 2 games here, Rapid Vienna and Salzburg. So obviously the last 2 games of the season, Hartberg away and Lask. Similar to last season, we might win the title earlier, to be honest. Obviously, the FA Cup final coming up as well. And if we beat Salzburg in the semi-final, it'll be Rapid Vienna in the FA Cup final. So I'll feature that one this season for sure. So yeah, look out for the next episode. It will feature Salzburg and Rapid Vienna in some sort of game, I should imagine, and probably be featuring the end of the season as well. Probably be a long episode, that one. So make sure you stick around. Make sure you join for that one, shall I say. In terms of the next games, well, April, we've got Rapid Vienna away, Salzburg at home. Then we finish off with Sturm Graz, Lask, and Hartberg. So I'll be happy if we get 4 wins out of the 5 games there in April. 3 wins, will it be enough? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, make sure you join for the next episode, guys. We will feature definitely Rapid Vienna and Salzburg. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the videos, hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It really helped me out. And you much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching. And I'll see you for the next one.